It's Smack the Guru. Today we talking the Power spinoffs. You got Power Book 2, Power Book 3, Power Book 4, which just concluded. The review should be out, so make sure you go check that out. Check out the other content. We do sports, hip-hop, all that. If this your first time here, sub to the channel, click the like button. I appreciate it all. Now, I got a question from a fan. He asked me, what was your favorite Power spinoff? Right, so not comparing them to the OG series, because we know the OG series, that was one of a kind. That go up there with the Wire and stuff like that. That was a great. But they all are good, and I definitely got one that I like more than the others. But when I thought about it, I say it's a reason why this one stood out to me. And let's just first talk about Power Book 2, because this was the one where it got the boost from being right after the original Power. So a lot of people might watch Power Book 2 more than the other ones, because right after Power ended, Power Book 2 began, and a lot of the characters from the original Power was on Power Book 2, like the actual actors. So people gravitated to that one the most, and I understand that, you know. But similar to Power Book 4, you could look at them and you will see certain plot holes. You're like, what? Why? How that happen? Why they doing? You could see it, you know, not a lot, but you could see some, and people comment and say them all the time. And I'm like, yeah, I seen that too. I just, you know, I support the show, so I don't want to on every review be talking about plot holes and all that stuff, because I do honestly support the show, and 50 Cent, of course, because, you know, he made music that helped me that guided me through my youth, or helped me get through my youth, you know. So definitely support the show. But it do be certain things and certain scenes I see where I say, that's a bad scene. But the good definitely outweigh the bad on Power Book 2. Same thing with Power Book 4. The good outweighs the bad. Tommy was one of my favorite characters from the original. They don't have as many stars as Power Book 2. I mean, really think about it. Power Book 2 came right after Power, so it got that boost. Then they got Mary J, Method Man, the Tate brothers. I mean, come on, they loaded. They are loaded with a cast, you know what I'm saying, with coming right behind and everything. So they got the biggest boost. Power Book 4, they got Tommy, you know. They got some good they got some actors, though, too. They got some very good seasoned actors on Power Book 4. But they didn't got the names like Power Book 2 got. Then you got Power Book 3. They got a couple names. They, you know, mostly got just great actors, too. You know, and they don't even have time. But when I watched all of them, and we done got 2 seasons of Power Book 2, the strongest ending of a season out of all the spinoffs was Power Book 3, Season 1. That had the strongest ending. If you watch that whole season, and it's no plot holes, because it's easier to not have any plot holes, because they don't have to connect it to the original Power as much as Power Book 2, Power Book 4. But when you watch it, you definitely gonna see some scenes because that's not good. But it's a bunch of scenes that is good. Majority of the scenes that is good. And it ended so strong. When Power Book 3 ended, I was sitting after that episode and I said, wow. They did a great job. It made me forget about all not all, but some of the scenes that I was just like, oh God. I remember the one scene when Uncle Marvin, he took Lou out the burning house. That scene was just like cringeworthy watching, because he was like over the body like, no. I'm like, oh God. Like, why did they have him do that? They could have shot that, and the director, that's really on the director, because no actor really could have pulled that one off. I don't think not many actors could have pulled that one off and made it, you know, a great scene. you know, unless they changed the writing and changed how they was acting during the scene, you know. So the directors and the writers kind of failed the actor in that scene. But the way it ended, I forgot about all that. I remember it, but as far as like rating the season, it's like, yo, nah, this season fire. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it had bad scenes, but yo, this season fire. That's how I felt after watching it. You know, I never quite got that feeling after the 2 Power Book 2 seasons or Power Book 4. Not like that, you know, that excitement that you have where you're like, yo, this fire. You know, I didn't quite get that, but I got, yo, this was a good season on both of them. Like, yo, this was a good season. Power Book 2 season 1, I felt like, yo, this is a good season, you know. Even though going into it, I felt like they should have chose another character to make the big character, because I did, to be real, I felt like, and if you watch my old reviews, you'll hear me saying, like, yo, how they gonna go forward with Tariq? He's like a horrible character, not actor, great actor, but horrible character to take and try to build a series around. Because kid watched his sister basically got his sister killed and then did his daddy. Like, come on, kid. Like, and that's who they went with. But once you get past that and you watch, you like, yo, it's a good season. So my answer is Power Book 3. But still like both of the other 2 spinoffs. I did really want Influence, because Larenz Tate is probably the best actor on the entire Power show. You know, Amari Hardwick and Larenz Tate, they, you know, if I was ranking them just their whole career, I would go Larenz Tate, then Amari. No lie. But I really wanted him to get Influence. But they weren't able to. It seemed like it's not going to happen. And he got more of a role on Power Book 2, which is good, because that helps the show too. All the interactions between Tariq and him be fire. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't want to keep it like extended. I could go more in depth on each show, but Power Book 3 would be really the first one if I was ranking them. Number 2, I would probably, they all good, but I would probably go Power Book 2 and then Power Book 4 if I was ranking them. And I really like 4. I don't know, you know, they right there. They right there. Power Book 2 and Power Book 4 is right. Because Power Book 4 was, I would go Power Book 4 and then maybe I don't know. You know, that I'm stuck on that. But Power Book 3, definitely my number 1. But let me know what you thought about each show and rank them for me in the comments. Let me know. What's your 1? What's your 2? What's your 3, man? It's Mac the Guru. If you're still here, make sure you sub to the channel. Click that like button. Peace.